Hello friends, today we're stepping into the afterlife A24 style. We're joined by the charismatic Davine Joy Randolph and John Early, who bring heart, humour and a little bit of chaos to their roles as afterlife coordinators in Eternity.
I'm Timmy Flan, film expert.
And I'm Lee Livingstone, entertainment journalist.
And we love to talk all things movies. All right, friends, Eternity is set in an afterlife where souls have 1 week to decide where to spend eternity. Joan is faced with the impossible choice between the man she spent her life with and her very first love, who died young and has waited decades for her to arrive.
Such a great concept.
The premise is unreal.
Yeah.
So cool.
Eternity is directed by David Frayne from a screenplay by Pat Kinane.
Eternity stars Miles Teller, Elizabeth Olsen, Callum Turner, Davine Joy Randolph, and John Early.
Now, as if you didn't know, Davine Joy Randolph is an Academy Award-winning actress and Tony Award nominee who captured audiences with her breakout role opposite Eddie Murphy in Dolomite Is My Name. She's also a regular in Hulu's wildly successful Only Murders in the Building series alongside Steve Martin, Martin Short and Selena Gomez. And don't we love her in that?
Have you caught up on season 5 just
I have,
quickly?
Of course. Okay. I just devour it when it comes out.
So good. And every time she pops on screen, it's just unbelievable. So Davine also starred in the acclaimed film The Holdovers, earning prestigious accolades including an Academy Award, Golden Globe, SAG Award, Critics' Choice Award, Independent Spirit Award, and a BAFTA.
The SAG Award is almost no more. Did you see that? Just getting off topic a little bit.
It's called The Actors.
Yeah, it's going to be the actor. Anyway.
Well, we digress. I've got to unpack that with you later.
Yeah. Davine's diverse career also spans roles in theatre and in Netflix's Rustin and HBO's The Idol. She's a graduate of Yale School of Drama and continues to shine on stage and screen, showcasing her talents across dramas, comedies and musicals. She can do it all.
She can. And John Early is an actor, comedian, writer and producer. His HBO stand-up special, Now More Than Ever, was released to critical acclaim in June of 2023 and was nominated for a Critics' Choice Award and Emmy Award.
John was also nominated for an Emmy Award for his A24 sketch special, Would It Kill You to Laugh, co-created with his collaborator, Kate Berlant.
I feel like that's something I'd say to a few people that I know. Previously, John starred in 5 seasons of the critically acclaimed Max original series Search Party and co-starred in the comedy series The After Party with Tiffany Haddish.
So they bring receipts, the two of them.
Oh, yeah big time.
Yeah. In Eternity, the pair play afterlife coordinators, as we said, personal guides to transitioning from the earthly materiality to carefree eternity. And doesn't that sound nice?
It does sound nice. They are a fusion of bureaucrats, travel agents and life coaches with their own reasons for not moving on into eternity, which tangles them up in their clients' complex decisions.
These two absolutely light up the screen and are interview with the same irresistible chemistry that made filming one of the easiest flows, as they said, either of them has ever experienced. They talk balancing levity with real emotional stakes, the art of tough love, friendship, and the joy of improv, even when it turns into butt-in wars on set.
Let's take a listen.
And this is the junction, where you choose one place to spend eternity and who to spend it with.
Joan!
I was in bed and then I...
You look amazing. I have shocking news. You're dead. Yeah, how'd you know?
It took him forever to figure that out.
Tim from Popcorn Podcast in Australia. It's great to meet you both, Davine and John. Thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
I adored this film. It's equal parts, delightful. It's romantic. It's funny. It's really funny. And it's genuinely moving. Congrats. It's so good.
Who would you say is the funniest?
He's the funniest.
No.
No, you are the funniest.
That's not true. That's actually not true.
Together you're magic. That's what I'll say.
Thank
Together
you.
you're magic.
He's the funniest.
Very good. You're the funniest.
Now, talking about your characters, the magic, you've got Anna and Ryan, and they're ACs, which are afterlife coordinators. And what's so lovely about this film is the genuine connection they make with their clients, Larry, Joan, and Luke, respectively. What was important to you both in finding the balance between the levity and then the poignancy in your performances when there are very real stakes at play between these characters? I'll start with you, Davine.
I think for me, I just was kind of like, oh, I just want to be a really good best friend. Because I think with best friends, you get to show all those colors, right? Like there's times where you're the rah-rah cheerleader and like, you know what I mean? Through all the insanity, no matter what, you have their back. And then there's moments as friends too where you're like, cut it out. Like you're insane. Stop. So that was kind of, I don't know, that's maybe oversimplifying it, but I didn't want to lean in too heavy because I think what's so brilliant about this movie is that it is heavy philosophical subject matters, but I think the script does a really nice job of addressing it, yet still having this brevity and lightness to it. And so I really wanted to make sure that I maintained that. And yeah, I think for me, it was just kind of like my goal was to be as much of a great best friend because I think that best friend, you have that duality. A regular friend, can be a yes sir, but that best friend that really knows you,
And give you tough love.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And what about you, John?
Well, I think Lizzie. Oh, sorry, we call her Lizzie. You might know her as Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, I realized that was a thing. Yeah,
Is that what she's known as?
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth. Okay.
Yeah.
Elizabeth,
Mm-hmm.
Miles, and Callum. They really have to do the kind of dramatic heavy lifting. So, like, one way to achieve the balance of the tone, I think, for us was just to keep it light. But I do think, what's kind of interesting about our role in this movie is like, I think we're very kind of clipboard. We just get people in and out, go, 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 go. And this particular scenario with these three causes the two of them to like slow down a little bit and reflect on what they actually do. And I love those little moments in the movie where
Yeah.
we like are holding hands and are sad and reflective and
That's it. There's so many beautiful moments like that. And like you were talking about, Dave Vine, about the script being so good, which it is. It's super sharp. But did you both get to relish in any improvisation on set?
We did. And I think what the director told us was that a lot of the good stuff, well, it was all good. We're on our A game, but a lot of stuff they had to cut for the sake of time. But I think what's more important is that we were allowed to do it.
yeah.
Right. And I think with improv, it's about getting it out. I think what makes, to me, improv so great is that it's a form of creativity, of flow, and encouraging, of freeing up your character, of new possibilities to dig potentially deeper. And so I'm grateful that we were allowed to do that because this may sound crazy, but even if you're in a comedy, some people don't want it.
Yeah.
And I don't know why or what that's about, but I was glad that he trusted us. I think it's a huge act of trust that the director trusted us to tap into that. So, yeah, but most of what you see is what's on the page.
Yeah.
And I think there's an art to kind of knowing of like time. Improv, a big thing is timing of knowing like when to get in there and get out or add it as a button to the moment or the scene without being too much.
You know what's funny is when when they're like 5 people improvising at the same time, which often happens in this movie, and then it's like the button wars, where it's like you're like, okay, and I'll just kind of seamlessly deliver the button. Here's the button, and then everyone does a button,
Oh yeah,
and like,
I've been in
Yeah.
productions where it just keeps
Lots of
going.
buttons.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm out.
yeah, I'm done.
I'm done. I'm
Out,
not.
out.
I'm not competing with that. But it was no. It really worked. We had a really good chemistry
Yeah,
on this set. I was really impressed.
and kind of immediately, I will say.
Yeah, we didn't. None of us knew each other, and yet it went so. I think for me, it's one of the easiest, meaning like just the flow and
Yeah.
everything that I've ever been on.
I really appreciate your time and thank you so much. Take care.
Thanks for having us.
Have you chosen your eternity?
I love the expression of, okay, this is how I heard it. I heard it when I was interviewing them saying adding buttons, like adding buttons in improvisation. I haven't heard that described in that way, but you and I offline have been discussing what term they've actually said.
Butt in, like when you butt in, like, yeah.
Yeah.
But I would have thought it would be but and because you get yes and in improv. Like yes and is a thing, yeah.
Yeah, because you don't say no. If someone gives you something in improv, you say yes, and you add a Jenga on it. You don't just dismiss it. So I'm curious, like add buttons, butt in or butt and.
not a button on your shirt. Buttons.
That's why I found it so interesting.
If there are any improv legends out there who can set us straight, please chime in. We'd love to know.
Must know.
Yeah. And I hope they release some deleted scenes with those unused moments of improv because I'd really love to see that.
Oh, yeah. Those deleted scenes is where it's meant to be. Got to lap that up. Well, friends, Eternity is in Australian cinemas from December 4th.
Thank you so much for joining us for another special interview episode where we had another Oscar winner.
The year of Oscar winners on the pod.
We're collecting them like magnets.
It's always a privilege to have you, friends. Thank you so much.
We'll catch you next time.
Come and join in the conversation about the latest movies. You can follow us and share your film thoughts with us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and Letterboxd.